Hey guys, good morning. So today I was thinking how fun it would be to take you guys along with me all day. One of my viewers asked me, like, Ash, I want to see more of your day-to-day stuff. I want to see more of the Mexican markets. And I'm like, yeah, today is such a day. So I am recording this right now. It's a Sunday morning. As I'm getting ready, I am going to also create an episode for today. So I'm going to give you a little bit of behind the scenes footage and make a light breakfast because I had an amazing night last night, but I ate too much. So I want to start with a light breakfast. I honestly am not really craving anything, but I don't want to leave the door without eating something. So I think a shake is just the best remedy, right? And then we're going to go to a local school here. There's a choral festival. Um, we're going to check that out. And later this afternoon, there's this cute local market that I'm gonna bring you guys with. So yeah, let's go. How does it look? Let's see. Final touch. Okay, right on. We're gonna make a little shake right now. I have two recipes that I really love. I usually go for the recipe that I once demonstrated. I'm gonna link that for you guys. And that is with red fruits and it's with yogurt. Yogurt and milk is always the base. But I'm looking here and I'm like, I have a banana and it's ripe. So I'm gonna make the banana peanut butter version. Honestly, it's the best when you have some vanilla protein, but I don't really use that. I notice that when I use protein, I get like this bloated belly effect, and I haven't really found a brand that I actually like and doesn't have that effect. And it was just not worth it for me. So I'd rather just eat the protein instead of using a shake. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do it without. I have here some peanut butter. So last night was amazing. It wasn't just last night, it was yesterday, all day actually. One of my buddies, I don't really have a lot of male friends, but one of my buddies, his name is Angel, he's originally from Canada, from Quebec. And we met at this, like, in this amazing way. I was just in Playa for the first time. I just moved there and I made it a thing to always go to a new place just to, get to know the surroundings. And then one day I came to an area where they had a cute cafe and I was working, I don't know what I was working on, but I had my laptop with me, I opened it up, and then before I knew it, there were guys all over the place. And I'm like, what are they doing here? And I was waiting for my now bestie. She was living in the same building and we connected really well, but I was waiting for her. And as I was waiting for her, these guys started talking, and then it turned out that behind me was this real estate office. And so I was in that moment also interested in purchasing something new in Mexico. And eventually he came out as well, introduced himself, and I really liked him because he was clearly not hitting on me. He was like, hey, I've been with my girlfriend now for over 15 years. I have two sons and we moved here and I have my real estate here as well. And I don't know, I felt like he was solid and he didn't have a hidden agenda. And so we ended up exchanging, details. He showed me around to Boom and all kinds of places for investments. But through that whole journey, we actually became really close friends. And now we're like, 4 years later? And yeah, it's just incredible every time we spend time together, and we honestly should do that more often. Like, I don't think I've seen him for a year or so. But he lives close by. I mean, we're just 30 minutes away, but like life, you just do your thing. But he reached out to me because he completely forgot my birthday last month, and he's like, Ash, I forgot your birthday. Like, I shouldn't, because my mom has the birthday after your day, so I should have remembered. I'm gonna take you out, let's do something fun. And so we ended up very impromptu, picked yesterday as a day that we could meet up, and it was just so much fun. Oh my god, it was amazing. Anyhow, let me go back to this. I have to change the camera a little bit. This is the first time that I actually, oh, there you are. Yeah, we got it. Let me get the milk and stuff. Yeah. I never really measure my food. If you've been following me in my, oh, you can't see my face. I never really measure my food, and if you've been following me on my food playlist, it's called For the Love of Food. You probably have noticed that. Okay, so I think this should be good. Yeah, basically the only thing that's missing right now is the vanilla protein. It really makes it more yummy with the vanilla protein, but I don't have it, so you do what you gotta do, okay? So the recipe actually comes from a place in Amsterdam. When I used to live in Amsterdam, I used to live in the Zuidas, which is the south of Amsterdam, and it's very close to the Pipe. And at the Pipe, you have amazing restaurants, and one of it was, oh my god, and roasters. I forgot the first name. I think it was from New Zealand. Like the owners were from New Zealand or something. Incredible food. Like I would go there all the time with my little family to have our brunch there. And one of the things that they make were the freaking killer protein, banana, peanut butter shakes. And that's how I start to recreate it at home as well. So trust me when I say you do need the protein, because the protein makes it, like foamy and, and the vanilla is good always. So if you want to try this, make sure you have this. But like I said, you gotta do what you gotta do. So right now I don't have it, so I'm just gonna do it like this. And I would honestly only buy the protein for this specific recipe because it just makes it so much yummier, and it really, tastes like a milkshake because of that, I'm not sure if it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So, this is breakfast, guys. And this is a trick. And honestly, I started doing that way later in life. That's why I call it a trick, but it also is common sense. But when you do this, like if you don't rinse it off straight away, it really gets hard. It's very hard to get it off, like you really have to scrub it. So if you don't want to do that, just cleanse it right after. It saves so much trouble and hurdles. Just like that. Anyway. So I was thinking to start walking and go to the festival walking, but I'm not gonna walk because I don't want to spend too much time walking to just get there. It would take me 30 minutes, I think, and it already started, and I don't want to miss too much from of the festival. So I'm gonna take the golf cart, park it there, and maybe I'm just gonna leave the golf cart and walk home because later I'm gonna be around that area anyway. So let's see, but yeah, definitely going for a golf cart. And I figured, let me know, I'm just gonna create an episode right now, and then later when I'm home I can edit it and launch it already for today's episode. Every day I do it differently. It depends on my schedule. Today I don't have the little one, so I'm more flexible. I can do more what's in the moment. But when I have the little one, I tend to have it figured out already ahead of time. Anyhow, cheers. See this? How foamy it is? Yummy. Yummy, yummy. I think it was called Bakers and Roasters. It just hit me. If you ever go to Amsterdam, go to the place. I'm gonna look up if it's still there, but my god, it's a cute area, and the Pipe is amazing anyway. And they always have a market. It's very close to the main market, and it's just amazing food. Now that I think of it, I'm gonna be back home in a month or so. I definitely should go by if it's still there. Definitely should pass by and enjoy all the yummy stuff on the menu. You know, the good thing about having breakfast or lunch with more people is that you can all order stuff and just share your food. And I love like having small appetizers with different flavors, like tapas and stuff. And this is what I loved about yesterday. Like yesterday, spontaneously, we were like, you know what? Let's just go restaurant hopping and just get starters everywhere. And that's what we did. And I think the second, like the first place we went to was a place that a friend of mine recommended. And I always had it kind of on my bucket list. Like if I'm back in Tulum and I have time, I'm gonna go and try Chinese because it's pretty rare to get Chinese in this end of Mexico. And then the second one was basically a place that we ran into. But then I found out that I was already there, like I think like a half year ago, but it was at night, so I didn't recognize it at first. But we were just wondering because when you wander and you go off the beaten path, that's when you find the most amazing places, right? And then the third spot was because my friend needed a coffee to stay awake. No, that's a joke, but he needed a coffee break for sure. And then the fourth place was a place that we ended up going because they had the best dessert, according to my friend, and he was right. It was an amazing dessert. It was heavy on the calories. I really felt like this insulin shot of sugars rushing through me. Very happy that we share that one as well. But I love the spontaneous things where you have no idea what you're going to do, but you just end up just having fun eating, which is what I love doing anyway, you know? Anyway, I'm going to make a separate episode on that, and I will link it because by the time this is aired, that one is probably already aired. So what I'm going to do, since I'm finished this, I'm going to set up my laptop right now and create an episode for you guys. So this is my home setup. And there I am. Hi, guys. So then I say join. Everything's already linked. And all I have to do is press record and then, you know, we're gonna record. So it's showtime. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I used to call it my hermit mode. The moment when I so yeah, that just went out. I never really edit at the same time. Usually I just let it sink for a little bit, do other stuff, and then when I do an edit, I see where, because I free flow when I talk to you guys, and sometimes the beginning is really because I still have to kind of get into the story. But in the middle and the end, it usually gets stronger. So sometimes I cut parts in the beginning to make it flow, and therefore sometimes intentionally I repeat things in the middle so that I still have that part, because I already intuitively know like I'm gonna cut, you know, that first part, for example. But when I just let it be for a while and come back with fresh eyes, that's when I see things clearer. And it's a lot easier for me to edit. Like this was like a 15-minute clip, and I can guarantee that it's not gonna be above 8 minutes. But yeah, that's how I work right now, and it works. You know, it may not be the most efficient way, but it is what it is. So I'm still gonna finish this one, and then yeah, let's go outside, guys. Let's go out into the adventure of the Coral Festival and get a nice ride on the golf cart. So the moment I get outside, it's the moment I start sweating. But just a few more weeks and then we're back in Holland. Normally I start the day walking, so I haven't really gotten steps in until now, but we will make it. We will make it. Let's get to the golf cart. See, life is just better on the go kart. It's so much fun. Although the other day, it just started to give me the sign that it was almost empty, and I barely made it home. I had to turn it on and off like 3 times to get home. That's the part when it's obviously less fun. But apart from that, go kart is like the best transportation ever. Especially when you have the breeze, you know.
Welcome to the Coral Festival 2026. Today was all about connection. Connection with the ocean, with each other, and with the future we are creating together. Family, students, and community members came together for a morning filled with inspiration, exploration, and awareness. Through workshops, games, art, and science, but also shared experiences. We didn't just learn more about the ocean, we learned why protecting it matters so deeply. Coral reefs are among the most important ecosystems on our planet. They bring life, balance, and beauty to our oceans, and it's our responsibility to protect them. With this incredible initiative, we are creating a more sustainable future for our community, for the next generation, and for the ocean that connects us all. So I just parked this baby somewhere else. So this is a trick about how to make your 10K steps work. Whenever you get the chance, just choose to walk instead, you know? I just dropped off the golf cart in the middle of town because I'm gonna go there later today anyway. And now I'm taking the long route back home. And then later when I'm gonna go back to town, I'm just gonna take a long route for the golf cart. And before you know it, you have another 5K steps in. Um, that was fun. I think the kids had a lot of fun, but it was crazy hot. So I'm happy to be home soon. Now I'm starting to crave for some solid food. Okay, it's time to go to the little market before it gets dark. Still need to get some steps in too. The whole goal is not to make it too late. So off we go. Oh, there are these. Look. I'm gonna. You make it yourself?